After the much hyped and long awaited release of Halo Reach on the Master Chief Collection has now passed, I've decided to sum up my thoughts on what I think about the recent reboot, and we're doing it right now. Hey squad, Sykes here, and a kindly reminder that if you enjoyed this video then please make sure you leave a like, head over to InstallationX and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications of future uploads. Now the reason why this video has good so far in the title is because I'm only going to be talking about the multiplayer portion of Halo Reach's release on the MCC. I've yet to get onto the campaign and firefight parts of the game as they are paid extras, which I just haven't had time for yet. So where do we start? Well, for me, the major positive of my experience that I've had with Halo Reach's multiplayer is the sheer volume of variety of game types and maps. Everything's here, and it's as good as I remember it. Being able to set your team size from 1v1 all the way to 8v8 allows for a great range of game types, maps and playstyles. There are plenty of modes, including the classics of Slayer, King of the Hill and Capture the Flag, all the way up to my personal favourite, Big Team Battle. Other modes return, with Infection and Headhunter being standouts in my current playthroughs. And of course, who could not forget about the triumphant return of Invasion? The fact that Invasion has only been in Halo Reach for me is one of the most criminal things in Halo. Bring Invasion back. And guess what it should return with? That's right, playable elites make their return, and it's like they have never left. The consistency of variety between social and competitive playlists with just the addition of Halo Reach has made what was already a massive content-filled game with the other 4 mainline titles even more massive. That can perhaps be a little daunting for some, however access to just Halo Reach's multiplayer is a simple few button clicks away by selecting or deselecting the games you want to play in the main menu. With Reach's addition comes a whole new change to the progression and unlock systems. Reach to this day can boast, in my view, the best customization in the Halo franchise. All of those neat armor sets and other unlockable goodies such as firefight voices and emblems return, but a little differently this time. Now you have all the unlockable pieces structured in a more modern Battle Pass format. By playing games, you get to level up through the traditional military starred ranks in Halo. The better you play, the more experience you earn, and therefore you level up faster. Every promotion to a new rank earns you a season point to spend on and unlock the next tier. These tiers rank from 1 up to 100. Now the idea of a more familiar battle pass is a good idea in principle, but seems somewhat redundant in practice. That's because you can only spend your season points on the next available tier instead of moving them freely to select pieces you desire the most to unlock. This means that the whole purpose of the season points seems rather useless, when all that is needed is the next tier's rewards just automatically unlocking when you rank up. Now considering we are currently on Season 1, it will be interesting to see what happens with future iterations as more of the games are added to the PC version of the MCC. Now, your thoughts on the next section of my review will depend solely on whether you love Halo Reach's gameplay or somewhat loathe it. Now, not meaning to bottle it, I'm somewhat on the fence, as I've had great memories with Halo Reach, but I've now come to the conclusion that I cannot stand Bloom. I'm sorry, I can't do it. For those of you that don't know what Bloom is, it's a mechanic added by Bungie whereby the speed of which you spam the trigger widens your reticule and increases the spread of shots. This means that the timing of your shots is just as vital as being the first to shoot accurately. Now I found this mechanic really frustrating, even with the title updates which adapted Bloom and other features remaining with this edition. That is why I've been spending most of my time in Team Hardcore matches, where there's no Bloom, no sprint, and no motion sensor. I found this mode the most rewarding, even though I find it more difficult, especially being rather rusty, having not played any Halo for a while now. That's more due to the frustrations with Bloom DMR shots and having my brain more wired to say Halo 5 and other shooters where I feel I'm punished for my timing being slightly off. Again, all just my thoughts and personal preference. To conclude, Halo Reach's release has landed well and in good time to generate a real buzz around the community and wider gaming audiences. Whether Reach will lose its mojo quickly or stay relevant, time will only tell, but as a Halo fan in 2019, I couldn't be happier with how far the Halo Master Chief Collection has come, and 343 deserves great credit for that. And hopefully, more will be waiting to arrive next year in the lead up to the much anticipated Halo Infinite.